Okay, we're gonna get these forest cobras out of this enclosure quickly because they've made a mess in their pool. We haven't quite finished the pond because the fountain is leaking. I'm in the park here, Reptile Garden. It's Monkey Town, Somerset West. We've only been going about 2 weeks now. So it's still one of the things we have to sort out. So I've obviously, to clean up the mess here, I've got to get these forest cobras out. So we're just going to give them a bit of handling. Okay, this one's up there in the blue. Okay. So this forest cobra over here, it's quite a large specimen. I reckon he's around 3 meters. Okay, boy. He comes out very nicely. He's not such a bad snake, but obviously now going inside you can hear him huffing and puffing a little. Okay. Alright. There's his head. What? Come on. Okay. Now he's in flight mode. Okay. This is more of what I was expecting. Just wish I could have got the lid on a bit sooner. Okay. Let's try the backup one. No. Yo. Alright. Happy? Alright. So we're just gonna see if we can get them tubbed quickly so we can do some cleaning. Alright. Okay, this forest cobra is about around the 3 meter mark. Very big, very heavy, so I'm gonna be extremely careful with it. Come on. Mind your tail. There we go. Okay, that didn't go too badly at all. Okay, so just get this tub out of the way. So we've got a little more room to work with. Okay, I haven't owned these snakes very long. I bought them at another reptile park, and yeah, they're just, I don't think they were handled too often. Obviously new environment, and now this one being in the blue, it's not going to be a happy camper. So obviously just with tubbing them, I'm just going to put the lid half on so I can get them in. And hopefully they're sort of looking at that side, they feel safer, can quickly close. A lot of the time they do come bursting out close to where your hands are, so you've always got to be very, very careful. Okay, I don't tong any snakes, because I believe that tonging, oh, very grumpy. Okay, tonging is restraining a snake, and they can get extremely defensive. They can twist, they can hurt themselves. Yeah, this is also not ideal, having a highly venomous snake at the same, well, taller than I am. So I've got to be very careful when dealing with an animal like this. Obviously when he's in the blue, we've got to be pretty gentle. I don't want to break or harm his skin at all. So just gently work him out. Yeah, but as you can see, snakes, they just want to get away. Okay, we obviously don't want him cornering me in here. There's a nice hood. Okay, he's obviously going to stand his ground here. Okay, you can't see a lot now. As you can see, his eyes are quite milky. Okay, you just want to wait just for his head to get over that little lip. Nope. Because then he feels like he can hold on. We can actually work a little more of his body loose. Okay. See, obviously this is not the end I want the tail end, but he's locked that up in there pretty good now. So it's all about being patient. Try not to do anything silly and rush it and get irritated with the snake, which I'm not the most patient of people, but I always have to remind myself. Okay, we don't want him turning at us like that. Okay, there we go. Try and keep the lid half on. Dumping the tail, here comes the head. Alright, boy. Yeah, see, but he's not going for me, he just wants to get away. Now we've lost now we've lost the lid into the pool. Okay, so I'll just let him go quickly. Reset things. Alright. Now he's gone to hide here under here in the dark. Okay, but he's sort of settling in a bit with the idea of being handled. It's not too bad, but we always just want to be extremely cautious. Okay, a lot of the time nice slow steady movements can get the job done just as well. Okay, there we go. That always sometimes also works. Once their head's popping out a little bit, if you actually sort of almost restrain them on the neck, then they decide that that way to go is not a good way, and they'll actually turn back. I always want to make sure there's no head popping out or anything, no tail, so that we can get them all nicely secure in there. Alright, so hopefully once we've got this enclosure running properly, plants doing a little bit better, it'll look quite stunning. The snakes are settling in here quite nicely. We've got our whole filter media up in the top, so that when the pump is pumping through, it'll filter through everything. But we'll make another video of once it's finally completed. It's just quite a lot of work in actually waterproofing, as the water's going right through the cement. Okay, and then just a little sneak peek at some of the other enclosures. Okay, we're going to be putting the forest cobras back now. This is normally the much easier part, rather than getting them in. Okay, so obviously you just want to unclip the lid. You don't want to have our fingers around it at all. And then we just pick it up and use it as a shield. Okay. Alright, so now the easiest way obviously is just to hook the front part out. And there she goes. Alright, so that's the one. Okay, now the same thing, obviously just wanting to check where the other one is. It's all the way on the other side. Again, just unclip, use this as a shield. Oh, someone's grumpy. It's alright, boy. You get to go in into your nice cage again. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Cool. So I think now everybody's happy. We're just going to give them a temporary water bowl until we'll fix this in the next few days. So I'm just going to put a temporary water bowl in for now. Cool. Hope you all enjoyed.